Okay, it's going to be a short one. Look at that majestic beast. Now, many would call him Leo. I'm not feeling Leo. Don't know what I'm going to name him yet. Gotta wait. All right, we are going to simplify all. I'm sorry, I just looked over there at that picture. I love it. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This gets a smiley face. Woohoo! All right, back to math. All exponents must be positive. Remember to put the little secret 1 there. And then when you have the same base being repeated, remember that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 for a total of 13 A's. When you have no creepers, remember you're looking outside the house. Is there a creeper? There is not. So we're going to bring them on home. Put the x cubed in the x, give it the secret 1. Put the y to the 4th and the y to the 3rd. And then we got everybody in our house. We want to count and make sure everybody's home. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those little x's are home. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the little y's are home. Okay, I just love that picture. Oh my gosh, I just can't get over it. Okay, on number 3, we've got a creeper. We've got a power being taken to a power. Now remember, I always say creepers multiply your fear. So the first thing we're going to do is give that x cubed the creeper of 3. And we're going to give that y to the 2nd the creeper of 3. Everything in the house gets the creeper. And then we're taking x cubed 3 times. So this is what that really means. So we would add 3 plus 3 plus 3, or the shortcut is just multiply 3 times 3, x to the 9th. This means write this 3 times. So you could add 2 plus 2 plus 2, or the shortcut is to just multiply 2 times 3 and get 6. Oh, look, he's coming to get you now. Okay, remember a negative exponent. It says up here, all exponents must be positive. Even if it doesn't say that, that's the accepted thing to do. Just like you never leave 2 over 4 as 2 over 4, you simplify. It's just the accepted thing to do. So when I've got an entire house with a negative creeper, I'm going to move the whole house to the bottom, and I'm going to make the creeper positive. So remember, a negative power tells you to move it to the other side of the fraction bar. Top goes to bottom, bottom goes to top, and then we're just going to simplify it the same way. We got a creeper outside, so I'm going to give 3 the creeper of 2, and I'm going to give x to the 1st the creeper of 2. Now numbers, you do have to think 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. On exponents, you can multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. So over here, this first house does not have a creeper. It has a negative, but that's a number. Negative numbers exist. It's negative powers that we have to do something with. So we're going to leave the negative, the 2, and the x to the 4th up on top. We're going to simplify this. I'm going to give this creeper to everybody inside. So I've got a 3 to the negative 4, and I've got an x to the negative 2 to the negative 4. I'm running out of room. That line's in my way. So I've got negative 2x to the 4th. This 3 to the negative 4 has a negative power. It goes to the bottom. This one, though, when I multiply, I get a positive 8. So when I clean this up, I have negative 2. All the x's are on top. Mama's going to count and make sure everybody's home. I have 12 little x's in my house. 3 to the 4th is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 81. And that's your final answer. On number 6, we're trying to trick you here with that negative 2. Don't fall for it. The lion will eat you if you fall for it. Leroy. His name is Leroy. Leroy the lion. So no creepers. Look here, no creepers. Negative number, don't need to worry about it. Go to houses. Bring everybody on home. So the 3 and negative 2 go together. X to the 3rd and x to the 4th go together. Y to the 2nd and y to the 1st goes together. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. With numbers, you do what it says. With variables, you got to count and see how many you've got at home. 3 plus 4, 7. The y's, I'm going to count. I've got 2 plus 1, 3. Oh my gosh, so many rules, so many rules. You're going to be ready for the test, though. Quiz. It's a quiz. It's a quiz. Leroy. Let's see what he's doing on the next page. Woo, he's getting CP. Okay. This is the one that everybody keeps messing up on. What's being repeated? 6. There are more 6s up on top. There are 10. We're going to take away the 4 from the bottom. That would cancel. So 10 minus 4 is 6. And if that's your only part of the problem, just leave it as 6 to the 6, okay? Over here, give that A a 1. I'm going to look at the A's. There are more A's on top. How many more? 4 on the top. 1's going to cancel away. Leaves me with 3. I'm going to look at the B's. There are more B's on the bottom. How many more? There's 9. I'm going to cancel 8 of them. Leaves me with just 1. Then we get this next problem. These problems right here, 12 over negative 18, are killing you guys. Remember what that means. Let's go up here and look at it. It means 12 over negative 18. The negative moves to the top. The number doesn't, just the negative. And then we see what goes into both of those. Well, they can both be divided by 6. So it's going to be negative 2 over 3. Don't try to just subtract. These are numbers. They're different than exponents. And you can do it in your calculator, remember, using the ABC key. And now look at your x's. Where are there more x's? On the bottom. There's 5. 2 are going to cancel away. Leaves you with 3. Give a 1 to that y. Look at the y's. There's more y's on top. 3, cancel that 1 away. Gives you 2. Give a 1 to that z. Where are there more z's? On the bottom. 5, cancel that 1 away, gives you 4. All right, I've got one more slide. And, oh, well, on this one, I would play the stay or move game because I see those negatives, but it's a negative number and a negative number. I do not do the stay or move game there. What I say is a negative over a negative cancels and gives me a positive. So I'm going to clean this up. 18 over 6 is 3 over 1. What about x to the first? It equals 1, and since we're multiplying, we just cancel it. Look at the a's. There's more a's on the bottom. There were 5. Take away the 3 that would cancel. You have 3 over a squared. Okay, on this, I'm going to take this entire house is going to have to move to the top. So I'm going to do a whole lot of stuff here. I'm going to take this creeper and give it to everybody, okay? Now, that negative is a negative 1. So negative 1 gets a creeper of 2. X to the negative 3 gets a creeper of 2. Y to the third gets a creeper of 2. I can't move that x to the negative 3 to the bottom because it's in a house with a creeper. The only time I can move it when it's still in a house is if the whole house has a negative creeper. So I'm going to move this whole house to the top and give it a positive creeper, okay? Now, negative 1 squared means negative 1 times negative 1, which is positive 1. This is where I'm going to do a little bit of double thinking. X to the negative 3 to the negative 2, I'm going to multiply, so it's x to the negative 6. Y, 3 to the second, I'm going to multiply, y to the 6. Uh-oh, I got to give this guy to everybody. So I have x to the third with the power of 3 and y to the first with the power of 3. I thought Leroy would appreciate this color. It's kind of the same color he is. What am I going to do with that x to the negative 6? I'm going to move it to the bottom. So I'm going to clean up. I'm going to put it over here. Hope I have room. I've got y to the 6th. I'm going to multiply those, x to the 9th. I'm going to multiply those, y to the 3rd. And then on the bottom, I've got x to the 6th. One last thing. All the y's on top can be cleaned up. They're all on top, so I'm just going to count. I have 9 of them. The x's, there's more x's on top than the bottom, so I'm going to subtract 9, take away the 6 that would cancel, and I have y to the 9th, x to the 3rd. On number 12, I'm going to move up here. So messy. I'm going to clean up first. So I'm going to do this. I'm just going to leave that negative 2. I'm going to keep the 16. I'm moving the a to the 5th, because it's negative, to the bottom. So it's gone. I'm going to keep the b to the 12th. The c to the 0 just equals 1, so I'm leaving it. 24 on the bottom, I'm leaving on the bottom. A to the negative third, I'm going to move to the top, make it positive, and then say it's gone. I have B to the 12th. Oh, guess who changed colors? Didn't realize I did that. C to the negative 4 is negative, so I'm going to move it to the top and make it positive. Keep cleaning. Keep cleaning. I'm actually going to go underneath here. Go this way. So when I clean, 16 over 24 is a fraction. They can both be divided by 8. So 16 divided by 8 is 2. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Look at the A's. There's more A's on the bottom. 5 minus the 3 that would cancel is 2. Look at the B's. 2 on the top, 12 on the bottom, so they stay on the bottom. 12 minus 2 is 10. And I have C to the 4th on top. Now the whole thing is still being taken to the negative 2. Now that it's cleaned up, that negative 2 tells me to flip the whole thing. Flip it upside down. Take the bottom to the top to the bottom, and make it positive. Okay, going down here again. I'm going to give everybody the creeper now. 3 gets a creeper of 2. X squared gets a creeper of 2. B to the 10th gets a creeper of 2. 2 gets a creeper of 2. C to the 4th gets a creeper of 2. All right, I hope this is my last slide because I'm running out of room. 3 to the 2nd, that means 3 times 3, which is 9. A to the 2nd, I'm going to multiply. A to the 4th. B to the power, I'm going to multiply. B to the 20th. 2 to the 2nd means 2 times 2, which is 4. C is a power, I'm going to multiply, and I get 8. Okay? 11 minutes, 45 seconds. You got this. All right, see ya. Bye.